changed.
That's yeah,
it's usually
odd.
me before.
Right. So I find that very odd. I didn't change a setting at all, so I don't know. I didn't even. Yeah. Well, let's go in the game and let's test this out.
Every time it's on, it's. Do you know what I mean when I say like
like
before
when
Kevin?
I'm talking. Well, Kevin, not really, because he.
It was only him that I heard this from, like humming, buzzing, like it's right beside something loud, like a fan. That's why I asked you if there's.
And you still hear that humming?
I still hear the humming.
That's so weird. But you don't hear the humming now, or you still do? Only when I talk like that.
Say something?
Do you hear the humming now?
Say something?
Do you hear the humming now?
Not as much.
But you still hear the humming?
Defender.
I still hear that.
Enemy threats in the AO. Weapons hot. We're on this.
Tango down. Reload.
That's so weird. I don't know.
Capture the objective.
But you can hear me though, right?
Enemy flag down.
Yeah, of course. They're clear.
But do you hear an echo of yourself?
Friendly UAV overhead.
Only if I'm talking and you're talking.
Oh, that's so annoying.
Fog it down.
Enemy flag down.
I rebooted my whole system, so I really don't know what could be the issue.
In game, you barely notice it.
My in game is still really loud.
Got their flag. Got the flag.
Turn it down by like 20 or 30. Don't do like small. Make sure you can still hear it.
Well, I turn it down to.
Enemy UAV overhead.
I turn it down to 70, 60.
Drop them.
100.
Got the flag.
Okay.
Friendly UAV overhead.
I'm telling you, you can set your master
Check
volume
fire.
to 1. And whatever you set your effects volume to, it's just gonna overwrite it. At least for PC is
Listen.
We dropped our flag. Get our flag back.
I need to figure out what's a good setting for
Enemy flag
volume. Maybe I should. I need to up my mic threshold. Or at least just speak more clearly. I don't know.
Enemy flag
Your
down.
threshold has nothing to do with it. It's just
My mic threshold. When it picks up the.
We dropped our flag.
I'm just annoyed that there's background noise now, whereas before it didn't.
We're losing control.
And I didn't do anything new or different. Let's should say that.
Enemy UAV overhead. Enemy flag. We dropped our flag. We got the flag. Enemy cover. Take cover. Flag, move. Halfway there. Stop it up.
If you want to continue playing on the volume setting,
Enemy UAV overhead.
you need to turn up mic volume here, like when I'm talking, so that it picks up your
My mic volume?
Enemy VTOL in the AO.
yeah. When you're talking, when we're talking,
Enemy flag down. Got the flag. Dropped our flag. Cover that flag. VTOL.
So you don't want to hear me talk.
Look at you now.
no, up, up.
Oh, they are up.
If you want to keep, I'm saying if you want to keep the volume as loud as possible, and also yourself and us talking, I should put that up even more. Like,
Hold on.
something has to go up or you gotta
Yeah.
go. You can't trim them both up at the same time. It's just that's not gonna do anything.
So I have voice chat,
Friendly UAV overhead.
voice chat output,
Enemy flag down.
microphone volume. So everything, voice chat volume, I'm assuming that's y'all, at 362. And mine is at also 362.
Yeah, voice chat volume is what you hear.
Yeah, I turned that all the way up.
And
Enemy VTOL.
microphone volume is how loud you are for your output.
Correct. It's the same number.
Got the flag.
They're both the same number?
Dropped our
Yeah.
flag. Get our flag back. Enemy dropped their flag. Drop the flag.
450 the max? Why is that at 450? That's incredibly low.
No, 400 is the max.
Well, I think you're
Our flag. Find our flag. Move. Get it.
a little
This
confused.
ain't over yet.
I'm a little confused how you can have it at max and your eardrums are not.
I turned down my headset volume.
So do the opposite. You're talking about like your headset itself, right?
Yeah.
Your PS4 mic setting. Kind of like for me, Windows. I turn down my Windows.
No, I just turned down literally the volume knob on my headset. I just turned down a little bit.
Oh, I see what you mean.
Yeah.
I don't think you have to be putting it on 400. I have my volume for what I hear, my voice 50. I hear everything fine. In fact, sometimes it's too loud. My voice chat, my microphone volume, I have it at 250. That's based on, I remember Kevin helped me out with that. Things, he was just telling me, okay, I can probably turn it up another 10, another 10. Okay, it's good. Especially how I have my mic, right? Not right up to my face.
Right now, I'm just more concerned with the fact that I have background noise that you hear, I don't hear.
Well, I mean, you have your mic volume set to max. That means we're hearing your max. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, do you think that could be the problem? But it was the same yesterday, and you said it wasn't an issue.
I know. But theoretically, if you have your thing on max, we should theoretically pick up everything you have.
Okay, so I'm going to
Like,
turn
surround
that down.
you.
Team deathmatch.
How's this? Better?
maybe just a little. I would try to set everything back to 100. Turn your knob, like the physical knob, back up on max.
Here they come. Attack!
And then just go for, and then just play around with the in-game settings. Because if you're working, if you turn the knob down low and then you're playing the in-game settings, I think that's what messes things up.
Maybe.
We have lost the lead.
I don't
It's
know.
possible.
I'll figure this out later.
But anyways, you're clear. You everything you say is still clear.
But I just don't want you to hear, you know, yourself or some noise. That's annoying. Top.
Oh no! I got executed.
Oh, did you?
Enemy down.
Oh, I have my volume off. Help you.
Enemy at the junkyard.
You should keep troubleshooting. Or remote playing.
I mean,
But you do need to be in the game to test it out.
Is it bad? I think I feel like I pushed down the volumes.
It's not. It's not bad. I'm just.
Is it getting better though?
Thank
You're not. I'm trying to ask for feedback. Is it getting better?
It got a little bit better. Whatever you changed.
So I changed my voice volume down. I lowered that volume.
Let me.
But yesterday I had it all the way up. So I just don't understand how yesterday there was an issue.
Yeah, I don't know. But that would explain why you're the loudest one. Definitely explain.
Enemy at the junkyard.
Oh, I'm gonna blow up. Yep.
Enemy at the courtyard.
Don't shoot!
Are you streaming right now?
I am.
So have you listened to the playback?
No.
Know what I'm talking about?
No. I'm busy playing.
Oh. Okay, after this game, go and play back and just listen. See if you hear it.
Plus I have one viewer, so I gotta clutch it for my fans.
No, because it's possible that it could just be me.
Could be.
I mean, I don't know, whoever's watching, do you hear it? Do you hear the humming when she's talking? Definitely
you.
humming every time her mic is engaged.
Thank you for supporting texas118's channel.
You sure you don't have it open on your phone?
I don't. It doesn't count that way because it would be under my account.
Enemy UAV.
I don't know, it still counts.
Why do you try to take my fans away?
Right, you're right.
Enemy at the junkyard.
Don't start this one.
Friendly Wilson on station. Beginning sweep.
You're part of my channel too. You're part of Susan and Friends, or Texas and Friends.
Enemy at the cargo container.
That's what Dennis said.
I told my nephew. what Dennis said and Ryan, and they started laughing. It's like, man, whatever. They're getting back into Fortnite because Fortnite has incorporated real music and some new dances. Like, that's lame. This Joker tried to prone. Oh.
Enemy at the horse.
Right behind. Enemy.
Earn your victory.
Oh, they're lined up. They're lined up.
Allied UAV overhead. Enemy at the junkyard.
Taking fire!
You will not forget this day. We will be waiting.
Okay, I'm gonna go and check out the feed. Okay, 1 second. Let me check this out.
Oh my god, it sounds crazy. Are you watching on your phone?
Yeah. I actually don't hear it on your end.
Don't hear what?
The humming or the echo.
Well, I told you, you can barely hear it when you're in the game because there's so much shooting going on.
Okay.
Oh, I was like, test it when we're in the lobby. Did you record yourself when we were in the lobby?
We're streaming right
We're
now in the
talking?
lobby.
I know, but yeah, go back to what the beginning of the stream. I'm on it right now. I'm gonna listen up, see if I hear it.
The humming or the echo.
Oh, I gotta mute. There's so much shooting going on.
Yeah, you go mute. I don't know. So right now I changed my master volume to 60 versus what I was used to 100.
Wow, that's crazy. I'm so loud in your stream.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You're loud and clear.
Clear?
Yeah.
You hear static.
I don't hear static.
It's like It's like I'm screaming into it.
Hey guys, what's up, Roman here from
I don't know, but you are loud.
Yeah, I'm like really loud. Anyway, aside from that, yeah, you still need to turn down the sound effects.
So
Like you can barely hear when you're talking in shipment. You can barely hear. Like I have to like
sound
really listen to
effects
hear
or
what you're
master
saying.
volume?
Sound effects. I told you the master volume gets overwritten. That's why it's stupid. I don't know how it's supposed to work. But
Okay,
it's not working
so
properly.
what should my master volume be set at?
To test it, you can put it at 1.
My
Because
master volume?
regardless, yes, because your effects volume is going to overwrite everything. That's what I'm saying.
So what
I test this myself, right?
So what should my effects volume be
Well,
at?
that's the one that you want to play with. That's the one you want to play with. Just going lower until you find a medium.
So I'm going to go
that
to
you're
my
okay with.
master volume to 40 or 30.
I have mine set to 1 right now.
But yours is
And I can
different
still
because
hear-
you're a PC player versus a PS4, right?
Well, that's what I mean. That's what I'm saying. You can test this out yourself. I have it set to 1, and whatever my effects volume is, that's what it's gonna use. It's stupid. It should be the other way around. The master volume is the master. That's what it should follow. That's what everything should follow. But it obviously is not doing that. At least in my case. But yeah, the effects volume, you just gotta keep going down until you find a medium that you're happy with. That you can hear yourself in the stream with all the shooting going on. It's like way too loud. You can barely make out anything that you're saying. Without really having to listen.
Right. No, I agree.
No?
I
couldn't watch clip on my phone while I was in bed.
Hard point. Capture and defend the hard point. When it moves, you follow. Get my first target. Move out.
Hey, watch your fire!
Nice.
Capture the objective. We're in the lead. Take the hard
They
point.
see me. Dropped her. You're good.
It's definitely more quiet. This is weird. I don't hear
The enemy took the hard point.
just so much like booming, if that makes sense.
Hey, watch your fire!
Say that again?
It's definitely just less quiet.
Less quiet?
I mean, more quiet.
Tolerable though? Did you change the effects or no?
I did. I changed the effects and the master. So I might turn it a little bit up. Because right now it's just... I feel like it's a
Yeah,
little...
that's what I mean. Just play around with it until you find one that you're happy with.
Okay, get to the hard point.
Hold on.
Setting a drop point.
Got the hard
Enemy
point.
at the shanty town.
Hard point.
I just want to make sure I hear footsteps, which I believe is part of the master volume.
It's not. It's part of the effects. It's all part of the effects.
Oh, gotcha.
Oh yeah, right.
Get ready, we're about to move. Friendly UAV overhead.
So maybe I
Friendly
could.
gunner on Overwatch. Okay, get to the hard point.
Had to happen.
Enemy at the shanty town. Taking the hard point.
Setting a drop
Hard
point.
point contested.
Oh, this is interesting. It makes everything so tolerable.
Enemy in the back alley.
Tolerable.
I mean, it's not, my ears aren't bleeding anymore.
Hard point contested. Enemy taking the hard point. Location secured. Get ready, we're about to move.
Reloading.
Hey, what's your fire?
We're halfway there, keep fighting. Okay, get to the hard point.
Oh, I feel bad for the other team.
Why?
Enemy fire.
They got one.
Hard point secure.
They got to score
Enemy
one.
taking the hard point.
Need to reload.
I stopped shooting.
Allied cluster strike. Friendly UAV overhead. Stand by to move. Hard point low.
Setting a drop
Hard
point.
point secure. Get to the hard point.
Okay, I'm gonna turn down my effects volume or master volume a little bit more.
Keep fighting, we got this. Hard
Yeah,
point
just keep playing around with it. I'm sure you'll find something you'll be happy. I'm honestly I'm still playing with it to this day.
Allied cluster strike inbound.
It's so weird though. I just want to make sure that you guys can hear me. Is it
We
still?
can, yeah, no
is it
worries.
still
We can always hear
humming?
you. Yeah, it's not doing anymore.
Oh, that's weird.
Right?
That's so weird. But you understand, right? When you first watched me on my first stream, you could barely hear me. I had to turn all that stuff up. Last night was better. But last night I could barely hear you guys, and I think it's just because my game volume was so loud.
Hard point contested.
Yeah, that's exactly what it was. Couldn't hear you on your Call of Duty Black Ops. You weren't really talking loud.
Well, I wasn't talking at all. I whispered.
Yeah. Whatever you said, it was like just here and there. It was definitely not your normal talk, your normal voice.
Yeah, because I couldn't mute my or the party, right? So I just didn't want people to hear that was mic spinning.
Enemy at the junction.
Or at least I didn't know if we could or not.
Setting a charge.
We've taken the hard point. Go, get to the next one. Flash out.
They're on me. Recon's on the way.
UAV entering the AO.
Man, these guys have no chance.
Well done.
Yeah. They, I feel like that's how we are when we run into a good group. Like, look at this. 22 and 5, that's never. I don't think I've ever had a game like this yet.
So, you know, for multiplayer, they have skill-based matchmaking. And I realize, I'm like, you know,
but
usually when I play Shoot the Ship by myself, I'm above average. I always get a minimum, usually minimum, you know, 1 plus to 2, my highest being 4. Then last night I realized why was I...
4! Oh,
Yeah,
shit.
my largest one was 4.5, and I couldn't figure out why in the hell I was doing so poorly. And then I went back to the games and I looked up all the people that we played against, and their average was well over 1. And I looked at the combined group, everyone's average is either, you know, 1.5 or almost 2. So, hence, I was thrown in a lobby that were better players. Does that make sense?
Yeah, no, I know exactly. There's a huge thing going on right now about it.
Which
I
is
find it
stressful, and people don't
I
like
find it interesting. Well, I mean, they should just make a whole separate ranks, you know, a rank division. That
Yeah,
would
and
solve,
and
would
if
solve
you-
most of the problem.
If you choose to play, you know, a rank system game, then
Domination.
you know that's your decision. You know that you're gonna have to try really hard, right? But making it every day, it's stressful when you just want to play.
Yeah, that's why. Well, that's why skill base is good in that sense. It's only the people who don't like it are the ones who
Securing Alpha.
are really.
Enemy shield turret on the field.
Man, we're gonna get owned. Some of these guys, the way they're aiming. That. The heck? If we don't get owned
We're taking
at the end of this, I'll be very surprised.
If I actually can shoot before I spawn,
enemy precision airstrike.
that'd be great.
If the user guy kills you, watch the kill cam.
Okay.
The way he was using the sniper is... Like, I don't know how you can do that. It feels like that's how it was in CS.
Taking Bravo.
Look at quick scope.
Securing A.
The way he's quick scoping though.
Securing C.
So quick, but he's like very controlled.
Securing
If I
Alpha.
do it, I'm gonna get a headache. With all the in and out zooming.
We're taking Bravo.
Stop shooting at me!
We're taking Charlie. Enemies taking Alpha.
I just...
Holding
I don't think I'm gonna be able to get any more blue dot this time. 5 for 3. I only have to look
Really?
We're on Bravo. Stand by. Assist your team at C. Hold all objectives.
Ah.
Keep it that way.
Mark the target!
Yeah, that user guy is pretty good.
Right? But he's just...
Assist your team at at Charlie. We lost C. Assist your team at B.
I think the whole argument about being is stupid. It is kind of funny though.
We're on Charlie. Stand by.
Kind of like
Ready for flyover. Need backup at Alpha.
Call of Duty. They put themselves in this
Assist your team at A. Securing
by making everyone rely on their servers, like 100%.
We're taking Charlie. Securing Alpha.
We queue up for a game, we have no choice to play with whoever.
Securing C. UAV is out of fuel.
But are there any games out there except Minecraft that I know of that you can have your own servers? Because I know Fortnite's the same way too.
I have no idea.
On Alpha, stand by.
I don't play games, remember?
You're needed
Neither
at
do I.
Securing A.
But, I was researching it. Call of Duty did have dedicated servers up.
You're needed at Charlie.
Like, people can do public service.
You're
Oh, really?
needed at B.
I don't know for how long. I don't know for how long, but yeah, they did do that a little bit.
You're needed at Charlie.
And then at some point, they switched everything over to
Securing A. Securing Charlie.
anything you want to play, any mode you want to play. Everything has to go there.
You know, I'm sure they switched it over when, but I don't know if CS:GO is like this. But micro money exchange.
Transactions.
Yeah.
Yeah. Definitely. I think it. So the whole. Remember, I told you how I find the different seasons kind of. That whole thing started in 2009. I forgot what game it was, but apparently they, that game is the one who coined the term, and then everyone else just jumped on top.
I think it may have been Fortnite.
2009? Really? Oh, Fortnite just came out a few years.
No, Fortnite's been out for a while.
That long though?
2009?
Yeah, like 7 years ago. I don't think.
I'm gonna have to do a little bit of research. I know Fortnite definitely has seasons.
Yeah, but their seasons are quick, just kind of like Call of Duty. Think about it. Call of Duty Modern Warfare reboot released in November, and there's already 6 seasons.
Let me ask my nephew. He would know what games.
But definitely agree that the whole microtransactions and stuff,
You're needed at Alpha.
it's changed the way.
Securing Bravo.
Yeah, that's how they make more money. You buy the game. Sometimes you don't even need to buy the game, and you think, oh, it's a free game. They make so much money, and I don't mind it, right? I don't.
You don't mind it. I
But-
mind it.
But you get to play on this platform. They still have to. It's a company. So
Yeah. So I never I never asked them to make it free to play. They're doing it because that's the model that they chose to do.
right.
You know it's
But
popular.
my question is, would you have bought this game if it wasn't?
We're taking Bravo.
If I wasn't free to play,
Yeah.
no.
Exactly.
You know why?
No, I don't.
Because okay, the only reason why I even bought it, because now I know how it plays. I've given the chance to actually download the game, see the game, for the most part, right? If I didn't have that opportunity, I would just be looking at the game's content in general, and then the price tag, and whether or not I find it's worth it.
For me, what
And if it
appealed to
hasn't,
me,
it wouldn't have been.
the appealing part for this for me And I don't think a lot of, at least so far it hasn't happened fairly well, is the cross-platform part.
Yeah, that's definitely a cool request.
And now it's becoming not only cross-platform, but it's also going to spill over to cross-generations, which is a huge thing. Well, meaning
For me, that's not something to keep it over for me.
but for other players who no, meaning like Warzone, you can buy a PS5 or the Xbox Series X, whatever new game is out, and still hop on and play with your friends, and not be.
Of course.
Yeah. But that means they had to like change a whole new engine and everything, right? Or support the engine.
No, yeah, it's just gonna support it. They're gonna change it. People are gonna feel like they paid a lot for their system, and they're playing like an older game anyways. Newer systems should support old platforms. I would feel very ripped off if it didn't. So I mean, for me, that's not something to be surprised about.
I don't know. They're a different engine, different whatever, you know?
No different than an Xbox One being able to handle this game. But if you play on an Xbox, it's just like yours. If you play on a regular PS4, you're just gonna play on it on basic, everything, graphics as well. If you play on a PS4 Pro, you're gonna have more enhanced graphics, just more capabilities. It's gonna be exactly the same thing with PS5. Although the PS5 isn't really marketed for this game specifically, for everything else. If people are buying a PS5 to play this game, stupid. Wasting money. Furthermore, for the amount of money you spend on a PS5, if you're playing games that are available on PC, you can buy a PC for that same price. That's going to be way better than a PS5. But if you're getting it for like other games that's only on console, that's where it makes sense. Like, you know, sport games, whatever games.
Where do you buy video games now on PC? Because I remember you can go to the store and buy the hard copy. Where would you get the hard copy now?
You still can. GameStop still sells it. The thing is, this digital is just so popular. Consoles, they sell digital versions now.
Yeah, so you can get the digital version PS5, which is cheaper by I think 100. Yeah. But I don't know, I'm one of those people that I like to have the physical copy. Just in case the cloud falls.
I know for Nintendo Switch, it annoys me so much. So Nintendo Switch, you need the actual card, right?
Yeah. Or not necessarily.
So I bought the other game, the original. I remember plugging it in, and then it asked me to download the whole game onto the memory card. Right? And then, so I assume, okay, the game's downloaded to the memory card. I don't need the game. I don't actually need to put the cartridge in. But when I load the game, it's still asking me for the cartridge. I'm like, for fuck's sake, I should have just bought the damn digital copy then. Point of having it just to plug in.
Right.
It's not actually, you know what I mean? It's only verifying whether I own the game with the cartridge. But everything else is loaded onto the memory card.
See, look, I have 55 kills, but I died 64 times.
That kind of annoyed me a little bit. But I mean, you know, before, right? You buy a game, you expect it to be supported for a certain amount of time. Updates, patch updates, everything. You shouldn't have to pay any more. right? I feel like today's generation is getting suckered into all these microtransactions. You buy a game.